In this battle, we're taking on Kaiser. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a minute since I battled my boy. We're gonna go right for the Arachnid lead. I hope he does not watch the channel, as that would be unfortunate. So he's gonna know exactly what to anticipate. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's definitely quite interesting. I don't know. I guess we just exchange sticky web here, although it probably hurts my team a bit more than it hurts his. I actually don't really know. I have a lot of grounded Pokemon that need this, that would get hit by the sticky web. And I guess Rotom, Landorus, and Pinsir can be unaffected. And I guess Arachnid to an extent. It's just Magnezone and Victini that don't like it. So maybe I just go into Rotom here and just shut this down on sight before it gets started. I don't want to have to play a game with sticky web. Curious to see what kind of set this is, if it's like a physical or a special. Because actually most of the modern ones are special, and that's because of the meta. I run physical because in Berg Bronze it's probably a little bit more better. Okay, so he sets up his web. And I actually like the set because it's really based on the modern generations with Endeavor, Custard Berry, and Endure. Y'all have seen it enough. It's actually been super useful outside of just sticky web. So, yep, and that's a hard counter to Rotom right there. What? I don't know why I'm stuttering so much. What I was gonna say was, if I've ever seen a counter, that's the one. Yeah, that's crazy. That stuttering is insane work. But I guess it's 2 a.m. in the morning, so I don't know what I expect. It's not like he can actually do anything back to me, but it's also not like a matchup I try and stay in on since he has Toxic. I think I just take this chance to set up my sticky web. I'm just gonna go for Toxic. Yeah, Gastrodon is a bit of a problem for my team, so I can't really do much against it other than try and get like Pinsir into it or something like that. But we do get the award, which is nice. I think it's sticky web. It'll be really fun. I might even just straight up go for an explosion on him. I really don't want to have to deal with Gastrodon the rest of this game. I don't know how important Scarf Lando T will be though, so I probably won't do that, but it's definitely something to consider. I'll say that. It's not like he can do anything, so I actually can just stay in liquidation. Or really I want to deny him the opportunity to get a Arachnid in here and get his own sticky web up. So how do I do that? Maybe a Landorus. He might get greedy and try staying in. And he could even go for a Scald. So I really want to explode this out of here though. I'll say that. I'm willing to lose Intimidate and Choice Scarf just to take care of Gastrodon. Since it like really just is a big pain for the rest of my team. It kind of forces Arachnid to not liquidation. Kind of hurts Rotom in every single way. It's a good trade. Okay, that's definitely not a good time to switch, y'all. Don't do this type of play. It shouldn't knock us out. What would be really bad though is if he gets a burn. But then I could explode and then bring in Pinsir with the momentum we should garnish from knocking it out. Don't burn, don't burn, don't burn, don't burn, don't burn. No! Why? Okay, that's okay. We'll just explode. And I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting to Scald on Arachnid with the water bubble ability that prevents it from being burned. Like that just doesn't make sense. I mean, I don't know if he knew I didn't have no bug type move, but it's definitely unfortunate. Well, we're just gonna explode just so we can get momentum because we're gonna do big damage regardless of if it knocks out or not. Oh my god, of course. This is a pain. So he's got Scald, Toxic, and Protect. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if he has Earthquake or Recover. Probably just has Recover, so that means that Arachnid can technically 1v1 with this. protect though, which is really annoying. I don't even know how to play around this. If I played it better, I would have not gone for the explosion there. Or I mean, I would have never switched in Landorus that aggressively. Did not work out in my favor this time. Maybe I try and wall break with Victini, but I don't want to try recreating on Gastrodon. Although it's not also like really the, you know, it's not the best Pokemon if you think about it. I mean, it's also NU by usage. Don't tell me he predicts this. That'd be insane. Absolutely insane work. Okay. He doesn't even have recover. That means that Araquanid can beat this. Good test to see if this is Storm Drain or not. So I'm willing to let him get a boosted attack just so I can endeavor quicker. I'm trying to sit around. Okay, so it is Storm Drain. Oh my goodness, I really hate facing Gastrodon, but I mean I know that if he endeavored this correctly, I mean he can protect, but he can only hopefully do it twice. So I'm just gonna Sticky Web. I'm willing to waste turns. I really just don't have any other way to deal with this. What he could do to really piss me off is switch out. But then I can also just go into Pinsir and then Swords Dance. And then at that point, Gastrodon doesn't really win. So he can protect all he wants, but he doesn't have recovery, so I can eventually take it down. Okay, am I protect here? Yeah, but I have one more. So unless he gets a double protect, then I should beat this. He could switch out, which would be a pain, but I mean, really the goal is then at that point to get Pinsir in and try and get something going. So you have the Sticky Webs up. Double protect would be a pain though. That would kind of defeat my strategy. My point here was to get him low enough to where something can come in and actually knock it out without having to deal with Toxic or whatever. Lost 2 Pokemon to Gastrodon though. That's absolutely crazy. And it's just horrible playing, honestly, for my part. Like, this is definitely one of those games where I played really bad. Yeah, we will take our priority here. He's willing to let Gastrodon go down. This Rocky Helmet too. Unless it's leftovers though, I mean he's gonna kind of die eventually, so I'm going to let this happen. And we're gonna go into Pinsir just to deny him the opportunity of setting up Sticky Web or Araquanid later. How do I play this? Pincer, return, or Victini U-turn. I think just going into Pincer here raw and getting my Mega Evolution off is going to be higher value. With the Sticky Web up, we're guaranteed to outspeed most Pokemon. The real counter would be Zapdos, and if that happens to be on his team, then I'm kind of cooked. Looks like he doesn't have that. He's going to let Gastrodon go down here, which is good. We're going to take some Rocky Helmet damage though before we actually neutralize the problem, but that's alright. That's something I'm willing to do, not gonna lie. Alright. Cool, what Troll honestly kind of loses to both Magnezone and Rotom. This Magnezone on this. Don't think he has anything to counter it, so I'm going to make that exchange. Yeah, that is actually pretty much in the cooling of Zapdos, I'm not gonna lie. If I've ever seen one. Oh, heck no. You know what Blood is planning here. Doesn't look fun, I'll say that. Oh, why would you withdraw that? Anyway, I can just Hydro Pump this. Not quite sure what the vision is there. That had so much danger potential. Let's do it again. And now he can't even check Pincer. He's not playing it too well. So I can just quick attack and knock out Kilowattrel. So, in my opinion, kind of a misplay. I don't know what they got plotting here though. We'll see. I think I'm willing to let this go down actually, just to Hydro Pump it. Dude, that is so bulky though. Does not need to be that bulky. I think I YU other Pokemon. I'm going to let Rodon go down. Hopefully we can live another Rage Fist. That'd be really useful for us. We only have like 2 Hydro Pumps left though too. Come on, Rotom, knock it out please. Nice. That's the end of what could have been really dangerous. Annihilape is not a fun Pokemon to fight against, especially since it's uber level. His team does really counter my wall switch kind of idea though, I'm not gonna lie. Flash cannon. So it's like all Pokemon that will die to Quick Attack very soon. Might have some priority, which is what this could be. Aw, I wish I knew you had Mobile. I completely played this differently. I still have Rotom left, which is good. Planes play on this, fortunately. No. Please go into Mobile like an idiot. Yeah, that's smart. And he's kind of stupid for letting me Z move on this. I don't know why he wouldn't not just Sucker Punch here. I need the guaranteed hit though, so I think the Z move is justified. He really could have won this if he Sucker Punched. I mean, not really, because then I bring in Pinsir, and Pinsir would probably survive a Sucker Punch from Mobile that's unboosted. Then I can knock Kill Watch Roll out with Quick Attack, and then a Rock Grenade would return. Well, I mean, there's no reason for me to try staying in here. I'm gonna just try and Pinsir for the win. It is a really close battle though. I think that all in all, as long as Victini doesn't miss, it wins the game and checks Killer Watch Roll. If not, then I lose. If Victini can't beat, I think this is the game though right here. Yeah, GG. That was a really tight battle actually, I'm not gonna lie. Surprisingly close game right there. But yeah, that was definitely GG. Good game.